How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. I'm back with another Bitcoin update, and in yesterday's update we were suggesting that price was going to eventually dump and lose this point. However, we thought that price was going to come back into this area and hold this layer that was once support now as resistance, and in fact it did not listen to the moving averages or this previous support now as resistance. We completely burst through, so that then means that this is a fake out to the downside, and we've now started pumping. What was also a benefit of tuning in into yesterday's update was that I was preparing for the upward side as well, because I didn't want to leave you guys in the dark just in case we did actually go up. And if you do remember, I said at any point in time, if it gets back above the 20 moving average, we create like an inverse head and shoulder, so shoulder, head, and this is that right shoulder over here, and we're looking for the neckline, which I was suggesting was this point over here. And we just said, you know, you don't really need to use trend line, just wait for that 20 moving average to be broken. We got that pump above the 20 and above the 55, and it seems as if the resistance I mentioned yesterday, which was the first resistance that we felt within this whole range over here, was right over here on these green candles. So essentially we did get back above the 20 after dumping, so we didn't hold this area as resistance, which was what was going to be expected. We can see that we reclaimed that with that candle over there. Can you see how there's a wick to the downside? It's confirming its support. I know that it's also confirming this as resistance, but a reclaim and a confirmation of support is great signs, great signals. And so we saw a further pump beyond the 55 back up into that area that we called, and we said the price between, I think it was this point to there that we called. So I just about missed it. Quite annoying, but yeah, it was in and around. So this is the layer of resistance that I'm personally watching. So if we do get any little bit more of a pump, you know, this is the resistance. We're already technically feeling it. As we go to the more recent part over here, you draw a resistance point like this. So yeah, it's like a double brick wall essentially, guys. You can, I guess, technically drag it back or just use one box, but it's quite big, so I'm just going to leave it in and around here, as we know that this was the first resistance, and this is like the most recent one out of this range over here. That's the highest point. Again, this would also be resistance up here, but we're not there as of now. So although we are pumping, we're seeing some good signals. We have to understand, look at this massive pump over here, got completely retraced. So this could still be the case. I'm not getting excited with this pump. As I mentioned in a lot of my altcoin updates yesterday, we need to see some drastic changes. Even though I was expecting downside, we did get it. And also preparing you guys for the potential path to the upside. I was also mentioning it's just running into previous resistance. We are also beneath the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. So whatever this is suggesting, whether price is above or below, it's telling me the trend. So any pumps into this should just be resistance. This would still be lower than this previous high, even if we top out over here, and then looking for eventually to lose this low. I will further update you guys, so don't you worry. We're going to move on to the daily just to see if there are some true resistances in and around this area, and we can see that the 20 daily EMA is over here. So we completely have invalidated this. You can even say this is the open of the red candle, this is the close down here, and then if we put these two candles on top of each other, let's now pretend that this big green candle, everything below this blue line is a wick. So we've got a big wick down over here and a strong body over here. So essentially like a spinning top if we were to combine these two. I don't know if the 2-day will show me. No, okay, that's quite annoying. The 2-day is not showing that because it was probably taking these 2 days and this and the next day. That's quite annoying. That I can't really show you, but yeah, try and do that in your mind. Try and put these two candles together and you'd understand that below this point is a big wick, and then beyond this point up is of course, big green candle over here. So we've got a reversal candlestick, sort of like this red one over here, sort of like this red one over here as well. That is what it's pretty much looking like, but of course green. So yeah, although we're seeing this big reversal signal, what are we under? We're under the two key resistances that I mentioned. Now that we're on the daily time frame, we also see the 20 daily EMA. This is essentially saying that the short-term trend, in the immediate short term, as long as we are beneath this, any pumps into it should just be rejected. We can see a pump that went above it, but eventually came down. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. I've got the window open. It's a bit hot in the office. over here we still got the 200 EMA above us, as well as the 55. What price now needs to do to invalidate this death cross over here, with the 200 and the 55 crossing pretty much nailing in the coffin that we are going to continue lower? What we do need to avoid all of this is eventually a pump that reclaims all three of these moving averages. Right now we're using this one as resistance, so I wouldn't really be surprised if we do come down a little bit, have another go. We're going to then find out when we do come down a little bit whether we just keep dumping or find support within this area over here and then head up and try and break through this resistance. I'm just not getting excited, guys, because you're seeing altcoins, and yeah, Bitcoin might look a little bit promising, but alts got dragged down a lot in these last few weeks, and even with their pumps today over the last day, it's not really doing much for their charts. I will further update you guys today on the other altcoins as of when I can, because I just spent the majority of my day getting my new car, and it's it's so much faster than my last one. So it's just my second car. I had to sell my first car today. It's quite sad, like all the memories over the last 5 years, but now I got a new car and it's a lovely car. But listen, guys, please, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. If you want 3 months free in my Discord community, just head over to the links in the description and pinned comment section below. It's going to take you to x/twitter.com. Follow me there for more content if you want to see any more chart work. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next update. Peace.